The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast. Nova.
Hey, Josephina.
Oh my
Smell
God.
every fart.
Have you fright?
I guess everything's got to be tried for the first time at some stage.
Brisbane's Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill.
Not the dart.
Yeah, no.
Go on the field.
I always think it's a dart.
6:03 Thursday morning.
Hey, yo. I had the most, I was telling Buzz just a second ago, I had the most embarrassing thing happen to me just down there in the car park. Luttsy, I've driven down, and you've got to drive down this little alleyway to get into the car park here, and then I have to hop out of the car and walk over to the,
Swipey thing.
to the swipey thing. Luttsy has got a remote and
I was
has
gonna
had
say,
one
I
for a
thought-
long time, but
Yeah.
I've never been able to score one. Anyway, I jump out, I do
Had
that.
to do something pretty sinister to Luke McHugh for that to happen.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared. It turns out I do have boundaries. But I won't cross. But anyway, as I'm walking out to the swipey thing, car comes down the driveway, and that's not unusual. That'll be one of you guys or Suse and I went, oh, it's Luttsy. And so I gave it a bit of this fun as you were driving down
Behind you.
I'm walking towards your car. All I can see is your headlights coming down the. It's coming behind me,
The alleyway.
and I just went. What?
So he's like doing a dance.
You're dancing.
Doing a bit of a dance
Yep.
towards Luttsy, and then I realised, oh, that ain't Luttsy.
Who was it?
Well, you know, he has a new car every week because he's like
Give your sponsor a
What is
shout
it?
out.
Cars for us.
Cars for us. Yeah, so I've gone. Oh, it's in the same car I saw yesterday. But then I went, no, that's not that car. That's not that car. He's not in. This one was an Audi, and I went, no, he's not. He's not in
Who
that.
was that?
Then I'm thinking, well, it's got to be someone from work. Hopefully, it's someone from work, so at least I can just sort of say, oh, I was saying hello to Alicia. Oh, it's a little lady in a little Audi hatchback that's just parked down there now, and I had to walk past her car to get to the lift.
We share a building with a lash store, so it's
Yeah.
probably someone from the
probably
eyelash
the
What
store.
are they doing?
Could be
Starting
Screen-
work so early.
Screen Queensland,
Hey,
maybe.
lashes wait for no one.
Yeah. She stayed in a car and just looked in her glove box as I walked past. Like,
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Oh,
That's
dear.
great.
I got a massive show. No Suse today. She is on holidays for the next week. But I've got Lockie Neal joining us on the show ahead of the AFL Grand Final. They're in Melbourne at the moment.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast.
a picture of Suze's in the paper, page 7 of the paper today. That's the Cirque du
butterfly
Soleil
Oh,
butterfly
right.
picture that she took with her instructor, Helena.
Well, she wasn't happy yesterday when it was in the Courier Mail, so obviously someone's got in contact.
That's a half page, Willie, right there.
I've
Look at
gone,
that.
you know what,
She'll
Madam
be happy.
Butterfly's not
Oh,
happy.
my
Yeah.
God.
Get it in there. Looks good. She got dark hair.
Yeah, they made Suze a brunette.
It's a wig, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think she looks
It must
good.
just be a wig. Yeah, that's good. She looks like she's the performer.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that she doesn't look out of place, does she?
No. 1999, the year we're going back to this morning for our throwback throwdown. Votes are live on our Insta. Ash Luttsy and Suse O'Neill. I said at the top of the show that I wish I'd chosen Learn to Fly by the Fooies.
What did you go?
Blue.
Very good.
Nah. I had a thought straight after I think someone else had chosen this before and it didn't do too well. But 14% in last.
Oh, that'd be one of your worst.
Second worst. I checked with Nick so far. I don't think I've ever done single digits, but
What was your worst?
I'm not sure. I'll have to find out from him. Who had Butterfly? So this was Susie's.
Yeah.
21% for Suse. It's a good song. I chose Pearl Jam Alive one time and it was worse than...
Really?
Yeah, according to Nick.
Yeah, that Pearl Jam just doesn't go well.
No.
All right, so that's in third. In second place with 23%. Lutsy's choice.
Geez, 23. That means there's a clear leader.
Oh, yeah.
Country hasn't come back this match, mate. All right, that sounds like I'm in front by a fair bit.
Yeah, 42%, Ash.
Gee, that's going to be harder.
I mean, I'm conceding. Are you?
Crack.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah.
All over.
All right, well, you can go in and vote. Ash Luttsy and Suse O'Neill on Instagram. I don't think you can change the result, but you can maybe change who comes second. Probably not who comes last, unfortunately.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I've just noticed in the studio, in Mitch's studio, that the kids are in today.
Yeah, we thought there was some young supernovas.
The kids are in at work. What's doing? Who have we got there, Mitch?
Got James and Luke, some oldest two
Wow,
boys.
James, I haven't seen you in ages, mate. Look how big you've got. and who else?
We got Lukey.
How old's Lukey now?
Luke's 9 and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
So my two oldest boys, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring them in for a bit of work experience.
Show them what hard
Yep,
work
that's
is
it,
all
that's
about.
it. And I think the hardest thing was the fact they had to wake up and it was still dark.
Yeah, that's the tough bit.
Welcome
isn't
to
it?
grade.
Yeah. Are you taking them on the street this morning? You got that spooky putt?
Yeah, well, I haven't got a supernova today, so I thought I'd bring in a younger and cheaper one and get them to do it. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's cool. And that's a good one to get today for the kids. Where are you going? Putt-putt.
Yep. Yeah, going to give away some tickets to the spooky putt-putt that they've got going on down at Victoria Park. So that'll be given away just after 7:40 this morning, but the kids will test it out.
Did Sarah have doubts on them coming to work with you and you said, let the boys watch?
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Ticketek. For more, visit frontiertouring.com.
Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill on Nova.
6:33 Thursday morning here on Nova. Welcome to it. Ash Luttsy and Susie O'Neill. For the first time in history, the women's heat team, they're going to be playing at the Gabba on the 9th of November when they take on the Strikers. This looks exciting. You could be there with your whole grade, your whole school, in fact. 180 tickets.
It's going to be the biggest ticket giveaway, at a sporting event
Has
in
to
history.
be. I don't think I've ever seen this many tickets given away. That's pretty much a whole bay, you'd think.
180.
It would be.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but all you need to do to be there to cheer the girls on is head to the Nova Player app and register, or Nova FM, and tell us why you want to win these for your school. Otherwise, you can, of course, book tickets now for the WBBL Heat vs Strikers at the Gabba. It's going to be huge, Saturday the 9th of November. Those tickets at Ticketek.
Nice. Big.
Speaking of tickets,
Now, what is going on with Olivia?
tomorrow we
Trivia.
give away this first trip to Sydney. We've got
Right.
3 people in the draw so far. We haven't had a loser yet, which has been good.
Buzz, are we putting someone in the draw tomorrow as well, or
Nah.
is this is the final opportunity?
1 in 4 chance
to get in the draw.
if this person.
If they
Yeah.
get 2 out of 3.
Yep.
I like that we've put real fans through.
Yeah.
That we've made them, jump through some hoops.
Well, I thought yesterday's questions were the hardest yet. and
Yeah.
They nailed it. 3 from 3.
Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Trivia.
Well, let's say hello to Sam out of Browns Plains because she's in the hot seat at the moment. She's trying to win tickets for your daughter, Alla. Is that right, Sam?
That's correct. I am.
All right, well, this has been what it's been every day, I think. A mum playing for their daughter.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. No, her daughter played yesterday, I think. And the mum was in the background.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, same sort of deal. Right, so, the deal is all you need is 2 from 3 of these questions correct to put you in the draw, which will make you 1 in 4 chance of winning this great prize when we draw it tomorrow. So,
Okay, I'll give it a good crack.
you got any help, or you flying solo?
I've got my daughter here,
Oh, she's
but
there.
I don't. I've tried to wake her up, but I don't know how much help she'll be. But we'll
Come on.
see.
Get it together, Ella. Wake
Come
up.
on,
This
Ella.
is important.
This is a big one. Righto. Okay, let's get on with it. Question number 1. What is Olivia's favourite colour?
Oh.
Come on. Ella got anything there, or?
Come on.
Olivia Rodrigo's favourite colour, purple.
Purple is correct.
That's a great get.
Who jagged that?
Ella.
Yeah, I think Ella just woke
That's-
up real quick.
What is
Great get.
What? I thought you were 1,000,000 then. Well, you
Her 2 albums are that colour, by the way.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, Sam had no idea.
No.
No,
I didn't.
no.
Well, you only need 1 of
Come
the
on.
next 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 2 is which Disney series did Olivia play the character Paige Olvera? Which Disney series
Olvera.
did Olivia play the character Paige Olvera?
Was it?
We need an answer.
Was it High School Musical?
No, it was not. It was Bizarre Vark.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you need this one. Come on, otherwise we'll only have 3 people in the draw tomorrow. Question 3. Which mythical creature shares the name with the lead singer of Olivia's second album?
Lead single.
The lead single, sorry.
Get it right, mate.
Which mythical creature shares the name with the lead single from Olivia's second album? Come on, which creature? Come on.
Which creature?
The lead single from the second album. What was it called?
Um,
I know the song.
the second album.
Come on.
One of the big
The
songs.
lead single
Yeah,
was named after a mythical creature.
5, 4, 3. One of the big songs.
Massive
Shut
job.
up, empty. Come on.
Have a guess.
Come on, just anything.
Dragon?
Dragon. No!
Oh, no.
It's vampire.
Sorry.
Oh, dear. Come on. That was one again. That was very gettable, that last one.
I agree. It was this huge song.
Girls your age know better. I've made some real big mistakes.
Oh, vampire!
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Every time this song comes on the radio now, Sam, it's going to remind you of this moment.
Absolutely it is.
Oh, well, thanks for playing, Sam, anyway.
No, all good.
There you go.
All
That
right.
means a 1 in 3 chance.
1 in 3 chance tomorrow. There'll be 3 other people rubbing their hands with glee right now.
So we made 3 people happy then.
Yes.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Luttsy, you're going to the grand final, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going down. So I booked me and my friend Al, and the 4X were able to get us some tickets, but we booked flights. Literally the second.
So were you watching the game?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were watching the game to get that up the coast at a function, and we thought, right, let's now? No, not yet. Wait. I'm like, no, not yet. Wait.
So
don't go the early crow. You could stuff us.
So you had the tickets right there, and you just had to.
Yeah, we're on on the websites, and then as soon as we realised, countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, we got okay, go, and have a look. And I ended up getting, it was still pretty expensive, like in the scheme of things. I mean, I think I picked up
Hang on, did you wait till full time to press go?
like, 5 seconds to go or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I figured
Last minute.
we were up by whatever
First
we were
time-
up by.
yeah.
We knew we were going to win. But yeah, certainly, probably actually by the time you stuff around on the site, it was probably 10 minutes after the grand final, after the final siren.
Probably them, yeah.
So I think I got at that point I got tickets. A ticket down maybe for. It ended up being $1,000, just over $1,000 all up. So one way was 600, the other way was 400, which I thought not that bad. Still pretty expensive for Melbourne. Like you can probably know what you can get for LA return at the moment, but there are some flights floating around if you get organised for about 1,200. So
Well, I think Nick, who's down in Melbourne,
yeah,
like Noel Nick, he went down yesterday afternoon, but he booked a few weeks ago, and he paid. What did he say about 500? He paid 500 return, so $250 each way.
yeah.
Like a couple of weeks
So
ago.
that's pretty. I mean, that's a standard Melbourne trip,
Yeah.
but that was before Brisbane were, at that stage still probably outsiders to make the GF.
You can get to LA for $1,500.
There you go. So that's what that puts into perspective. Now they're saying, or particularly over the last couple of days, you're looking at a return trip being $3,000 or more just to get to just your flights to get to Melbourne. Which is pretty. I think it's pretty crap. Like in the whole scheme of things at the moment, and not. I think it's. I'm not even isolating a certain carrier. Like I think they're all kind of doing it. In the current context of a cost of living crisis, yada yada, maybe a chance for airlines to go. You know what? We're going to hold our prices here and let fans, as many fans as possible get down there.
Why does the price of a plane ticket increase whether or not a football team wins or not?
Well, I guess it's supply and demand. Like it's just purely they look at it at supply. If they get so many hits on their website, all of a sudden they go demand for Melbourne's just gone up, and it just
And does it automatically then
must
just
go up.
jacks it up?
Well, I'm presuming. I don't know. But I'm sure there's ways they could hold prices.
Because you like by that rationale, on the same day that a ticket that now is worth, say, whatever it is from Brisbane to Melbourne, $3,000, did you say?
Yeah, they're saying about $3,000 return now or more.
There'd be people flying on the same airline, you'd assume, from Perth to Melbourne.
Yeah.
Who probably paid less money for their ticket. Way less money for their ticket.
Definitely, at the moment, because there's no demand in the context of the AFL Grand Final. There's no demand from Perth. So yeah, so it's just price gouging. It has to be.
Yeah.
Like, what other explanation can you have?
$1,000 return from Perth to Melbourne on the same dates.
There you go. So you can do a 5.5 hour flight, or whatever it is, from Perth for the same price we're paying to get to Melbourne for essentially a 2.5 hour flight.
And I'm pretty sure it happens all the time, but the Cowboy fans went into a similar experience last week in trying to get back down to whoever they played last week. In fact,
Sharks.
Yeah, when they went down for the Sharks game, that all of a sudden the prices just went through the roof as soon as the Cowboys had won.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's even worse for them. They've got an extra hoop to jump through from Townsville.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't know any more about this, let us know. 13 24 10. But I mean, there's no other explanation for it. They're just ripping in. They see the demand. They're putting extra planes on, by the way, to get more fans down there. But they're not doing it by lowering prices. They're just lifting prices and making more money. I mean, there's no.
Can we go to Amber? Is Amber? Yeah. Okay.
Amber from Ipswich.
Hello.
You got any info on this?
So I'm a travel agent, and it's called dynamic pricing. So airlines have it, cruise lines have it. At the moment, there is a peak in interest, and all that traffic floods their website. The prices go up.
So literally, it's just numbers hitting website, looking at looking at certain routes or whatever. They can look at that and go, okay, huge demand for Melbourne, and they just put prices up.
Yep.
Dynamic pricing.
So when Disney Cruise Line came to Australia, it was the exact same thing. People kind of gauged pricing, and then the moment when everybody was allowed on the website, that pricing just skyrocketed because of the pure amount of traffic heading onto their website.
Yeah.
They do that for ticket prices at the Melbourne F1 Grand Prix. So,
hotels?
Yeah, but even the ticket price for the F1 down in Melbourne is like a minimum you'd spend. So say it's like $300 for a ticket. It says on there minimum, and it has dynamic pricing as well. So if there's heaps of traffic on that website, that minimum price rises.
Yeah.
So you see $300 on the website, you might end up paying $500 for the exact same ticket based on the whole dynamic pricing.
Yeah.
But they are saying that, not that we're condoning this, of course, but if you took a sickie on Monday, the prices dropped back on Monday up from anywhere from $400 to $600, and Jetstar drops from $400 to $750. So, again, immediately after Sunday, the prices drop again. Yeah. So, if somehow you have got a ticket, and I'm presuming you've checked this, but to go earlier or to go today would be cheaper, and obviously come home Monday. But otherwise, you get smashed from that Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the moment. It's nuts.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast. Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill on Nova.
7:10 here on Nova. Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill. Katy Perry is bringing the Lifetimes Tour, presented by Snaffle, to the Entertainment Centre here in Brisbane on June 17. Tickets Friday, October 4 at Ticketek or 13 24 10 if you want to see Katy Perry live in concert. Give us a call. We'll give away free tickets right now.
Good on you, Katy, coming to Brisbane.
Yeah. I agree.
If she can stop the rut.
Yep.
There's a picture of her in the paper today.
Looks fantastic.
She must be intense. She looks so fit.
Yeah.
I think her and Orlando work out together, I've heard.
You've heard.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from my sources.
Sources on the ground. You heard it here first. 13 24 10, give us a call for those tickets. You'll see Katy, of course, performing at the AFL Grand Final on Saturday. We actually should ask Lockie about the fact that today Katy's doing a little rehearsal and has kicked the Lions off the field.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So we'll chat with Lockie Neal after Katy Perry and Raw here on Brisbane's Nova. Ash Luttsy and Susie O'Neill. There's Katy Perry and Raw here on Nova. Ash Luttsy and Susie O'Neill. Smarter Than Sue's back this morning, 8 o'clock. We'll play again at 9.
All right. It's the most special week of the year. AFL Grand Final is on this weekend, as we all know, just a couple of days away, and our boys are in it again. Lockie Neal, we've got him on the phone from Melbourne, I'm assuming. How are you, mate?
Yeah, going well, thanks. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're pretty good. So what's your congratulations, by the way, for moving into another GF, huge achievement, but all eyes focused on this weekend. What has your week looked like thus far, like right up to now? What have you guys done?
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. We had a sort of open media session on Monday out at Brighton Homes Arena, some meetings and stuff, and then on Tuesday we had an open session where I think we had close to 3,000 or over 3,000 fans or something come out.
That looked massive.
It looked unreal on the TV, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. So many people there, and sort of a full day out there like a normal Tuesday, and then travelled to Melbourne on the Wednesday and full day of training in Melbourne on Thursday.
Today, yeah.
Into the parade and whatnot, and on Friday, and away we go Saturday. So it'll go really quick. It's been fast already, but yeah, it's a super week to be a part of, and so many well wishes from people in Brizzy and in Melbourne, and yeah, it's fantastic.
Pretty hectic. And did Katy Perry really knock you off the MCG today? Come on, priorities.
Yeah, I think we're training at Punt Road, like at Richmond facility. So, yeah, Katie's must have taken priority. So that's fair enough, though. It's
kind of not.
I don't think it is fair enough.
I think you guys are actually the stars of the show. It'd be like racing the horses down a road at Melbourne Cup Day because of whoever's singing the national
Meatloaf
anthem.
needs to pump out horses.
Because Lutsy's in the birdcage.
I need to get a sense for the ground, what's going on.
So do you get any time on the MCG prior to
Friday,
kick
tomorrow,
off?
maybe?
Yeah, do you get a little bit of time there tomorrow? What do you do?
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll do our captain's run there, which is good. We get a feel of the ground. I think having played there on the weekend as well against the Cats was a great opportunity as well leading into this week. So yeah, we'll train there tomorrow for captain's run. I think that's open as well. And last year we had so many fans come to that, and I think they're expecting the same. So
yeah,
that'll be an amazing atmosphere once again.
It's got to be so special, like as a team and even as an individual, I'm assuming. Like when you turn up to the training session the other day and then you speak about that one that you had last year, and it's not even game day, you see how much it means to us all. Like you see, you guys are putting in the work, but how much the whole town, and not just here in Brisbane, you've got your great support base down there in Melbourne as well. But when you see what footy means to people and how special it is to be in the situation at the moment, I can't imagine what that feels like. Talk a bit about that.
Yeah, it's so special, and I think we wouldn't be able to do our job if it wasn't for fans that we have supporting us, and we're so thankful for all the support around Brisbane, and even people that obviously the ones that have been lifelong Lions supporters, but people that have jumped on in the last few years and the last 10 years, whatever it may be, we've felt so loved over the last long period of time now, ever since I've been here. The Gabba's just slowly been filling up more and more every week, and I feel like most of our home games now are sellouts, which is incredible. The footy's come so far here in Queensland, and so proud of the footy club for what they've been able to do, but we wouldn't be able to do it without our fans and our fans in Melbourne as well. So just so happy that we're able to repay that with another grand final appearance, and hopefully this year we can go one better and hold up the cup at the end of it.
Absolutely. Well, stick around, Lockie. We've got to get to traffic, but we'll chat more about the AFL Grand Final next.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
We're still joined by Lockie Neal.
Just personnel changes for this week. McInerney out. Has it been confirmed that Darcy Fort, who would be playing his first game since, I think, round 7, and is only his third for 2024, that's going to be the replacement? And is there any other shuffling of positions because of the McInerney situation?
No, I think that'll be the only one. Would be Oscar out and Darcy in, which is such a shame for Big O.
Yeah.
He's been an integral part of the team, and
so well.
He's such a lovely guy. So feel so much for him, but got so much faith in 40 as well that he's come in big finals before. I remember he played Melbourne at the MCG when Big O was out and stood up and played fantastically. So full faith in him that we'll be able to get the job done with him in that lead role.
That's great. That's great for him that he's been on the big stage before and been able to execute his job, and it's great for you guys to have that confidence in him as well. What about the fact that, like I know it's a cliche, but they say you got to lose one to win one. But strangely enough, both teams are in the same position. Although it does beg the question, what are you doing different this week that maybe you didn't do last year, or have you made any subtle changes around that based on your experience from last year?
Yeah, well, first of all, we came to Melbourne a day earlier than what we did last year. Last year we got held up because of weather as well, so we didn't actually get in until pretty late on the Thursday, and it felt like a pretty big rush with the Friday so busy. So to have that extra 24 hours, I'll probably have more by the time we've got in. So we get a bit of extra time in Melbourne just to settle in, and I think you get a feel for the city, and it's just a bit of a different vibe where the venue is and whatnot. So we get to sort of settle into that a bit earlier, and I think just having been through it last year, you know what's coming as well in terms of the pre-match is a little bit different. Yeah. The game is obviously intense, and it's sort of footy war. So we'll be better prepared for all of those things, and obviously they will be as well, but I think it holds us in good stead having been through it this last year as well.
And what about the collective mindset? I'm always interested in this in the team, in the sheds, and just as the game starts. Like I remember back in the day, Brownie, they wouldn't let Brownie listen to Akadaka on his headsets before a game because he'd come in and he'd be too aggressive. When you get when they took they wouldn't let him listen to it at all. But like aggression is so important, but controlled aggression is key as well. How do you contain your emotions when it means so much? Like you guys would do anything to win this game on the weekend. So how do you control all of that huge crowd, massive atmosphere? How do you take control of it?
Yeah, well, I think first of all, we speak about it through the week and just acknowledge what's in front of us and what's coming, and make sure that the guys are prepared, and you sort of just have those conversations through the week as well, so that you're not just rocking up on game day and wondering how to control those things. So having those conversations, and then each individual sort of knows what works best for them. And last week was a great dress rehearsal. We had 93,000 at the G, and they can't fit too many more in, so it'll be pretty similar. It'll be probably just over 100,000 there this week. So it's only sort of 7,000-8,000 more than what we had.
Wow.
Just experience. So having that and last year's experience as well, I think the guys will be able to make sure that they're in that exact frame of mind that they need to be to run out and perform. And we feel really connected at the moment. The energy's great. The vibe's high. So we feel like we're in a good spot.
So good, mate. By the way, there was such an awesome video I saw of your mum and you meeting after the win last week, and you can tell she rides every emotion with you. So just win it for mum, will you? Because
well, not just for
do it for mum.
Yeah, I'm heading to the game as well. So.
Beautiful! We'll see you there, Luttsy.
Hopefully,
I'll try and find you in the mix of 100,000. I'm sure it'll be pretty easy.
Mate,
Good on you, Lockie.
Go and get the job done, Lucky.
Let's go,
We're all behind you, mate.
Good luck, brother.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Go face to face with one of Australia's greatest ever athletes.
She can do it. Susie O'Neill can do it.
Win a brand new fully electric car. New Energy is smarter. Build your dreams. Are the global leader in new energy vehicles. See the award-winning range at BYD Brisbane today. Smarter than Suse. Playing twice this morning at 8 and 9 a.m. on Nova 106.9.
Right now, let's cross to Mitch.
The Prince is on. The Prince is on. The Prince is on. He's on the streets. The Prince is on.
I know you refer to it as Daddy Daycare on the street, guys, because, I've got two of my boys here with me, and it's kind of the perfect day for them to come along and see what Dad does for work, which this morning requires me going out and having a look at putt-putt theme park, putt-putt down here at Victoria Park. Now, I know we were down here at the end of last year. They themed up their putt-putt course, all Christmas themed, and it looked very wholesome and lovely and, sort of that snow in the middle of a Brisbane summer. And they've kind of really flipped it on the other side here. I've just sent a couple of pictures back to you guys for reference points, but it's kind of just like what's classically Halloween. And I want to say there's a, 8, maybe 9 foot tall Pennywise the Clown that is standing over hole number 1. So I'd say as far as things that are scary go, Luttsy, like the scary clown, that kind of thing, like it's maybe a little bit too much to be honest, but they're a giant aliens, like the Slender Man. There's Spider, the witches, the giant skulls.
Mitchy, as long as there's no The Ring. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Well, there is a button over here that's sort of there's some aliens. They got what is otherwise a lovely little a fountain that's got some toxic waste sort of running through it. The spider webs, the spiders hanging down giant skulls and things. There is like a pot here, I guess like a witch's pot with a lot of green goo in it. And it says a button, press this for 3 seconds to see what we're cooking up. But now that you've mentioned that maybe Samara from The Ring, not fun and games, but Samara from The Ring might pop out.
Same person, aren't they?
I think only when we anger her in meetings she becomes the chick from The Ring. So maybe that's what sort of pops out. Now I don't know if you can hear it in the background. We've got Thriller playing by Michael Jackson, so some theme music as well. And I just heard that it's open from as early as 6 a.m. in the morning, but runs until 11 p.m. So It looks magnificent down here in the daylight. But I think when you come here, the way that they've lit it up and all the attractions and the decorations here at night is going to look fantastic. And it's all ready. There it is. There it is.
And Mitch, in one of the pictures that you sent through to the group chat, I'm just looking, I can see James in the background, your boy. He's on the putting green, and I can't tell if he's lining up a putt or if he's just staring dead scared into the eyes of that clown.
There'd be a little bit of that.
Green.
Because the idiot is always, he's asking me to watch the movie It. And I'm like, you only say that because you haven't seen the movie It. Once I show you that opening 5 minutes with Luttsy, you know what I'm talking about. The drain. Let's just call it that.
I watched that on athletics camp. It was so embarrassing because I was at Currumbin Surf Club with all the other kids upstairs there back in the day. And I was having...
What was embarrassing that you were on athletics camp calling yourself an athlete?
so there was that, and then there was the fact I had nightmares. It was not a good look. It was not a good look. Do not watch It, all right, if you're that age, which is exactly the age.
All right, athletics camp.
Anyway, I digress.
No, you can come down and see the friendlier version of Pennywise, the clown from It, down here at Victoria Park. Spooky putt-putt, they're calling it, obviously. We're getting towards Halloween season, and we've got a couple of family passes to give away. Nice. Give us a call, 13 24 10 right now. Otherwise, get on down here to Victoria Park. Like I said, open from 6 a.m., but otherwise, come on down and enjoy it after dark. It runs until 11 p.m.
Throw some pictures on our socials, Mitch.
Will do.
Yeah,
will do.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suze O'Neill podcast.
Yo, bring it back. Throwback Throwdown.
There were no standout songs for me from this year when we did this. Although there were, lots of songs I liked, but there was none that I really loved. That I went, I'm definitely picking that.
It's pretty consistent. 99.
99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yet, despite that, it looks like I'm a decisive winner.
Well, I don't think you're wrong. Let's go through them real quick. I mean, there's no magic about this. There's no magic about this, but we'll do it just for formalities. 15% of the votes in last. My song, Blue, Eiffel 65. Instant regret when I picked this.
Yeah, it was very unbuzz-like. And you left Eminem on the table.
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be
Eminem
obvious
is
choice.
looking like a genius at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the whole Diddy stuff.
Oh.
I would love to have seen where Eminem would have landed in this.
I reckon he would have won.
It's just a no-brainer,
Probably,
isn't it? It's almost too easy, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I respect you for not.
I'm tapering for finals. Sometimes you need to have a loss.
You're resting place.
Yeah, resting place. Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should add up all the tally and then start dropping people out of the competition. So there's
relegation.
So with 4 weeks to go, whoever is in last place drops out. And then the next week, whoever's in third drops out.
That's not bad.
I'm happy for that because I think I'm still winning for the year. So, all right, let's go through the next one. So, Suse with Butterfly. 21% of the votes in third.
We play this a fair bit,
Yeah, I think so.
every now and then. So
This Kiss by Lutz, or by Faith Hill, for Lutz. 23% of the votes in second.
But I'll take second. The
Yeah.
country song getting second.
Yeah.
you're on the Mel Tresina.
We're still negotiating with Mel whether
Yeah,
she plays
whether it gets a run or not.
Yeah.
But you were banking on the country revival to get this song across the line.
Yeah, but we had Mel.
I probably did,
We had
actually.
Mel, then she got the Big Brother gig, and now it's like next level.
Yeah.
You got to talk to her agent now.
You can't afford her. But the winner with 41% of the votes, Ash.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
There we go, The Offspring, the winner of our 1999 Throwback Throwdown. Congratulations, Ash. 41% of the votes going your way.
Now, Lockie's got the update for the season standings.
Yes.
So he's got the leadership.
Yeah, explain what's happening.
I'm going to try and
What have you got?
make this as easy as possible to understand. So the way in which we do the voting, if you win, you get 1 point. If you lose, if you come fourth, you get 4 points.
Yep.
So you really want the lowest number of points overall.
At the end of the
Like
year.
golf.
Yeah, it's like golf. Buzz is in the lead with 63 points.
Right.
The next closest is Ash on 70. So Buzz could throw like 3 weeks in a row, and Ash would have to win those 3 weeks for him to have a chance.
Which I just did.
Yep.
I picked up 1 point. He picked up 4.
But Buzz could rest Eminem 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
Well, I did this week, didn't I?
Save himself for the final.
Sometimes you need to lose to appreciate how good the winning feels, and that's what's happened today.
Yeah, I'm glad. And then,
Yeah.
So
far behind.
So Ash,
I'm on
second.
70. Buzz is on 63.
Yep. Luttsy, 78 points. So a bit of a gap between even Ash and Luttsy, and then Sue's on 79. So
how about you and you can use your buddy Nick when he's back.
Sure. Yep.
Develop a final system, which you can call your names. It can be the Lockie.
We're 9 weeks to go.
The
Lockie Davis.
Oh,
system.
Davis
talking about-
Sands
are you-
final system. Or
Are
whatever.
you talking about like it goes into like a one-on-one
I
battle
don't know.
type thing? Like
Yeah,
it could
something.
be 1v4,
Yeah.
which would be Buzz against Suze.
Yes, or something. I
And
don't know.
then I'd go against you, and then you'd
Yeah.
have a grand final.
We've got enough
I like
weeks
that.
left to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got, still got 10 weeks.
I think we've
so-
still got regular season to get through, but we'll definitely
We'll
Okay,
work
so
out
devise
final.
something.
develop a final system, all right?
Sounds good.
And you can name it after yourself. You get all the kudos for that.
Wow.
And what about this? What about this to throw it
Can't
into
wait.
the mix? That if
What?
you lose the playoff for third and fourth, you get relegated next year. We bring someone up.
pretty funny.
You have to sit this segment out each week.
I think Suze would like that, but based on how she's going.
Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than Suse.
Brighton Homes are now offering up to $35,000 cash back on their homes. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to live brighter and save more with Brighton.
All right, Craig is out at Runaway Bay this morning, down on the beautiful Gold Coast, home of the Runaway Bay Seagulls.
Yes, indeed.
How are you, mate?
Two of the big names come out of that.
Yeah, good guys. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Scotty Sattler is a
Scotty
Runaway
Sats.
Bay Seagull.
Scotty Sats.
In fact, Runaway Bay Seagulls, Junior Rugby League Football Club, there's a stat going around that more NRL players this year in the NRL, current NRL players, more juniors come from Runaway Bay. In the whole of Queensland, Runaway Bay has got the most players in the NRL. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I have no idea.
I think I do.
Can you put it into English for me? What am I saying?
So, of any club, junior club,
Yes.
in the country, there's more
No,
NRL
in
players-
Queensland.
In Queensland,
Yeah.
more players come from the Runaway Bay Seagulls.
Yes. There you go. Thank
Edit that bit out, Millsy.
Yeah,
is
for
live,
when it
guys.
goes to air.
This is live, guys.
All right, we've got Suze's answers in the can, Craig, so we'll just put you under the microscope. $200 we're playing for, mate. Good luck. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What animal is on the 5-cent coin?
Echidna.
Who was Australia's first Indigenous Member of Parliament?
Don't know.
Jeremy Allen White is set to play which American singer in the upcoming biopic?
Don't know.
In what month is King Charles born?
October.
Spell sandwich.
SANDWICH.
Ruling?
No, I don't think.
Oh.
Go on, give it to you, Craig.
You going to give it to him?
Yeah, why not?
Righto.
We're giving you the spell of sandwich, Craig, which I think was generous, but you've obviously used up all of your time.
Yep.
Let's bring in the...
Oh, Ramstein.
Jeez. It's Gary.
Bring in the kid.
Ben.
Bring in.
Son of Gary.
Bring in the kid. Here comes the gimp looking fine. Will she be beaten on time? 9. 9. Here comes the gimp looking fine. Will she be beaten on time? 9.
God.
9.
That girl made that one.
What?
I didn't mind it by the end.
No, he's somehow got a good voice, even though he's a psychopath.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! It will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
Before we get to Suze's answers, I saw JMO, who does Confidential here on Nova, walk into the office whilst that was playing, and he just looked at me like, what on earth is
going on?
What are you doing?
It's our new vision we have for the station.
Yeah, new music. All right, let's check out how Suze went.
30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. What animal is on the 5-cent coin?
Platypus.
Who was Australia's first Indigenous Member of Parliament?
Price.
Jeremy Allen White is set to play which American singer in the upcoming biopic?
I don't know.
In what month is King Charles born?
June.
Spell sandwich.
SANDWICH.
Stop clock.
Quick as you'd expect.
Tuco.
Whoa.
Tape!
Start from the bottom, work up. Now, we accepted that spelling of sandwich from Craig, didn't we?
Yep.
We're within the time, yeah.
Okay.
We're lucky to do that one.
Well, you both got it right. SANDWICH. 1 all.
You're welcome, Craig.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pants on.
Yeah. In what month was King Charles born? I don't remember what you said, Craig. Sue said
October.
You said October.
It makes sense because that's when we celebrate his birthday. But
Yeah.
That's when we get the holiday.
Yeah.
At least it's November.
it's weird, eh?
You're both wrong.
So we just shoved it in after the NRL grand
But
final.
we used to do that with the Queen too.
Yeah.
Like I think her actual birthday was in June or something. We saved that till after the grand final.
Yeah, right.
Which I'm all
That's
for.
what the Queen would have wanted.
Yes, exactly. Jeremy Allen White is set to play which American singer in the upcoming biopic? Anybody?
I don't know who that is.
It's Bruce.
Oh.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, is it biopic or bio?
I don't know.
I never knew
Biopic, I know. Here's a bit of Bruce, the boss.
Well, my personal favourite.
Hey baby, I'm just a fast star tonight. I'm dying for some action. I'm sitting around here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Come on, baby, give me just one look. We can't start a fire.
See, JMO, we play Ramstein and Bruce Springsteen here on Nova.
This comes the fire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark, we can't stop.
The film clip has got who in it?
Chris Cox.
Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox.
Yes.
From Friends.
It's 1 all. Question number 2. Who was Australia's first Indigenous Member of Parliament? Sue said Price. Craig, you said I don't know. It's Neville Bonner.
No.
Neville Bonner, and it all comes down to this. What animal is on the 5-cent coin? Sue said the platypus. Craig said the echidna. Correct answer is the echidna. Craig, you win 2-1. You're smarter than Sue. Yeah. Well done, mate.
Nice work.
Oh,
Now,
that was a good guess.
Thank Buzz again.
Thanks, Buzz. You're a champion.
You're welcome, Craig. You like Kylie Minogue?
I do. So does the wife. Yeah.
Go on, Lutz. I've already done the credit.
I'm glad you asked the question, but look, I know where it is. I'm not going to go through get the jet ski because we're a bit short on time. But a double pass to see Kylie Minogue coming your way.
Great stuff, thank you.
Awesome stuff. Congratulations. She's in town next February.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast.
When I went to, I was in New York last week with my boys on that trip. My earphones broke down. They'd been starting to not work when I went to the gym. I'd be like, gee, low battery, and I'm like, I'm sure that I had these things charged up. So then it started to, I'd have them definitely charged up. I got onto the plane and I had that noise cancelling stuff. It lasted about half an hour, and it would go low battery, and then it's done. So when I arrived in town in New York, it's like all I was getting was like 15 minutes per charge before the battery, and they were expensive. They weren't Apple.
How old were they?
About a year.
Should last longer.
And I reckon
you do use them a lot.
I reckon they cost me like $300.
Oh, okay.
So they were expensive. They were expensive.
I remember when you bought them.
Earphones. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, JB, you got them from JB, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, God, is that all you get out of them? About a year's worth. But I'm walking around New York. And anyway, the whole week we're staying at the hotel there. Right in front of the hotel, every time you come out, there'd be a couple of guys that would be trying to sell you stuff. And one of the things that they were trying to sell was brand new Apple AirPods. Like
amongst other things, I bet.
Yeah,
Wasn't all they were selling, mate.
Offered you everything, right?
Yeah, right.
I bet.
But he's standing there with a box of Apple AirPod 5 actually, Generation 5.
Is that the newest? I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know either. But he's all I know is
it's up to 47. They got the 5.
I know my headphones aren't working, and I'm walking past them. Straight away, I'm just thinking, well, they're cheap fakes. They're not going to work. So for the first couple of days, I'm just like, didn't even ask him the price. I just kind of like, no, mate, not interested. Kept walking, and then I thought, well, I do need. These things aren't working now. I had to go for a big walk. I want to listen to, I don't know, a podcast or something. And my earphones kept breaking down. I relented and went, hey, what do you got there, mate? Let me have a look. I looked at the box. The box looks legit. Mm-hmm. Like it looks legit. Feels legit. How much do you want for them? He goes, 120. I gave him back to him and I kept on walking. And then I'd have to walk past him in and out every time.
120 US as well.
120 US, and I'm thinking,
180.
I should look when I get up into the room, like what are they worth? And I said to the boys, what are they worth? And the boys said, I know they'd be worth like $250.
Yeah,
like if you bought them
over here.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, if they're the Apple AirPods 4, which are the latest ones, and not the Pros, $220 at JB.
He said they had the 5.
Yeah, because
they don't
even exist yet,
doesn't it?
AirPod 4s is the
I don't know what they are, but they're the latest ones. Because I remember saying, because Levi was with me, and Levi said they're the next generation on from what he's got, and his were working fine.
Did it have a lamp, like a plastic over the, like it was sealed and everything?
Plastic sealed, looked all legit, but. Again, I didn't want to show that much interest because
you're great.
Once he actually put it in my hand, he wouldn't accept it back. Like the first time, and I'm like, they take it. So I went through all that, and he was at 120. And then on the final day, I had $40 cash on me, and I'm walking past, and I just went. He offered to me again. I went, no, I'm not buying it for 120. I'm not. I've got $40. Here's $40. If you take them or leave them, because I thought at that price, I don't care if they don't work or not.
Yeah,
it's $40. It's worth the risk. It looks legit. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And he accepted it, the $40. Now, what do you reckon, Buzz? Do you reckon
empty box
that
There's
they've
nothing in there? I reckon,
mate. They're legit. Like
what?
I took them straight inside to the hotel. Took it out the box. It's the exact same thing. I got them for $40, and they haven't broken down. Like as soon as I flipped open the case took it out of the box, I'm like, this actually looks legit. Now, I don't know how he got them. He could be high up in Apple. and he's just bringing me in.
He's
I
got-
don't know how
Gary,
he got
Gary, I
them.
know you're the vice chairman of Apple in North America, but why don't you head down to Times Square and
On the
push
corner of
some- push-
49th and
push
Broadway.
some of our product?
But as soon as I flicked open the case, it registered up on my phone. Do you want to connect these things?
And good quality in the ears?
Well, they're less than a week old, but so far I haven't had any problems. Although someone here is saying, look, you can buy legit-looking ones on Temu for $15.
Yeah, but you'd know by the quality of them. You put them in your ears, and you wouldn't sound.
Do you have them with you now, or you've got them?
I got them in the car. Well,
Mind having a look?
You think they're fake?
Well,
Has anybody here got proper ones?
not on me, but I do. I got two. I got the pros and the other ones, the ones that you probably bought.
Look, I'm sure there's a chance they're just stolen.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast.
All right, there's Cyril and Dean here on Nova. Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill.
Join the celebration at Kitchen Warehouse McGregor Housewarming Party this Saturday, 28th of September, 9am to 12pm. Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill's Kitchen Games.
Well, you don't have to wait until this weekend. If you can get out there today, if you can win your way through now. Deborah out of Ferny Hills. How are you, Deborah?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Luttsy's about to describe a kitchen item to you, and if you can correctly guess what it is, you're on your way out there this morning to spend $3,000.
Oh, yes, please.
$3,000 worth of product that you'll be able to get.
The rule is that you can't say any of the name of the words of the product, right? But I like Deborah. So I'm going to say this product is really handy if you can't open it.
Can opener.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, she's very good.
Very good.
How'd you get that, Deb?
Oh, it was really difficult.
I didn't say the word though. I said can't.
Hey, that's the game.
I love a good bit of trivia, bit of game, action.
Well, you get that this morning, actually, because I think what happens this morning is you go out there with the rest of our winners that we've had this week, and there's going to be a timed challenge. We're going to say it's 11 o'clock this morning. We need you out there, Deborah. And if you win this time challenge, it might be something like we'll go, okay, all finalists. First one back here with a can opener.
Yep, a can opener, a whisk.
Yeah.
And a
pair of tongs.
Spatula.
Yeah.
Or tongs.
Whatever it might be. There's 6 items in this scavenger hunt, we're told. But the winner of that, Deborah, gets the $3,000. And even if you don't win, you're guaranteed to get $1,000.
Yeah, to spend at Kitchen Warehouse.
That's so good.
Keen. Thank you.
Perfect. Good on you, Deb. We'll see you there.
All right. Cheers.
And Buzz, when's McGregor? When's that happening, mate?
I'm glad you asked. It's this Saturday, the 28th of September.
Right.
From memory, 9am to 12pm. Of course, I'm talking about their housewarming.
Party, yeah.
Their brand new store at McGregor Kitchen Warehouse. Maybe a celebration, so make sure you get on out there. All right, up next, we got more chances for you to take on Sue Smarter Than Sue's, the BYD Atto 3, and a little message from our mate Jonathan Brown ahead of the AFL Grand Final.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast.
So Nick, who is down in Melbourne, we'll talk to him tomorrow actually on the show ahead of the big parade they have on the Friday. By the way, we had Lockie Neal sit in for a full half hour this morning between 7 and 7:30 if you want to check out our podcast and get the latest from the Lions skipper, head of the GF on Saturday. But the GF breakfast is on in Melbourne this morning. Nick reckons he ran into Brownie.
Yeah.
Jonathan Brown.
Yeah, the great man. Geez, when did we first cross paths? Of course, he was part of the 01, 02, 03 three-peat for the Lions. He jumped on board here at Nova when Nova started pretty much. We started in 05.
Day dot, I reckon.
Yeah, and was part of our team here for quite a while. Then
we nurtured him. We mentored him.
And then he went to Melbourne and made 3 times as much as we make.
We laugh.
Anyway, let's have a listen to it.
Boys, you have been so important and integral to the Brisbane Lions journey all along the way. I know you supported them all the way from the start when you got me on board in 2005. From that point on, we were terrible. We had no success. I know you wanted me and the boys to get us to the grand final. I couldn't do it, but this current group can. So finally, let's enjoy the success and let's see our first Brisbane Lions premiership since our great era.
Very nice.
All the best.
That's such a good point. So since Nova's inception in Brisbane in 05, we haven't won a grand final.
No.
It's been that long.
And Brownie was just a kid. Like when they were winning those
100%.
grand finals, I think he was only like 19, 20, 21 maybe.
Yeah, he was. 'Cause I remember when he said, can I come into Nova? I was like, mate, you can do whatever you want. I'm scared. It's off you. He was such an intimidating guy.
Yeah.
What a legend. So there you go. And I think there's quiet confidence, I'm going to say, around the Lions.
The Swans,
quiet confidence.
The Swans skipper has just been ruled out this morning. That was just sort of breaking news.
Saw that midfielder too.
Oh, how spewing would you be? Didn't that happen to Cameron Smith once? He was captain of the Melbourne Storm. He missed a grand final.
Not
Am I
sure.
making that up?
Mitch?
He's
08.
suspended.
Sounds like it.
In 08.
And they got pumped.
Like, I mean, come on.
So is that against Manly?
Yeah,
Or was that
40-0.
grand final.
How rough would it be to miss a grand final? Like, especially as the captain. But if you've been there the whole year and then you miss the one time you get injured, is before the biggest game, not of the year, of your life.
What about? Do you reckon?
Who cares? It's Sydney.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But
Do you reckon injury or suspension? What's worse, missing a grand final due to?
Well, I mean, suspension's not out of your. No, sorry. I mean,
Injury would be worse.
Injuries out of your, control the controllable. So I guess you'd be spewing that you've let the team down more the other way, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I've never had the opportunity.
Yeah.
And never will to feel that.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
There he is, the kid. He's in the country real soon doing an arena tour around Australia, Brisbane Entertainment Centre. He's playing. He's also doing the NRL Grand Final, which is not this weekend, but the weekend after.
You've got to go to that. You love the kid. And the Roosters, I reckon they could get there.
If the Roosters make it, I think I might.
Got to.
I don't know.
That'll be one of those moments you regret.
Yeah. And that's a good point.
Be made for you.
Yeah.
Just tell your wife you'll make cutbacks in other areas.
I'm smarter than Suse.
Brighton Homes are now offering up to $35,000 cash back on their homes. You don't need to be smarter than Suse to live brighter and save more with Brighton.
Sorry, Bronte, can you not get your hair done this month, please?
We'll tell her you'll cut her hair for the next few months.
I'll dye it for you.
You can do it. Nate, Mount Gravatt East. Now, we've had you before, haven't we?
You have, mate.
What was the dealio last time?
Suse beat me on time by about 2 seconds or something like that. Is a while ago now.
Okay. Well, you're still up against Suse, even though she's on holidays at the moment. We got her answers in the can yesterday.
Did you win the Air Lutsies as well?
I did get the air Luttsies, and they are actually really cool, thanks.
Oh, there you go. That's good. That's
You
the
don't have
first
to
feedback.
sound so surprised, mate.
I was surprised about bright yellow and blue working, but they're actually really good.
Which ones?
They were pretty
Can
cool.
you remember them?
Yeah, the blue and the yellows. I don't know why I went blue and yellow, but I think it was a...
What, are you a Parramatta fan or something, Nate?
No, it's because I'm a beekeeper was the hobby that you were talking about.
right.
So I got the bright yellow, and they're punchy, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're punchy.
Really?
Cool. How good. I'm glad you
They're
enjoyed it.
legit shoes, aren't they? They're not like my
No, they're
my
real Nikes.
AirPods. They're proper Nikes,
that's-
yeah.
Yeah.
They're proper Nikes, and they are super comfy too. So
Oh,
thanks
good.
again.
All right.
Cheers, Nate.
Cool. Maybe we can bring them back. Christmas presents.
This
coming up. Something like that.
evergreen. This is a radio term I like to use.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, you ready, Nate? Let's go. 30 seconds on the clock, and your time
All right.
starts now. What natural wonder of the world is found in Australia?
Uluru.
If you are facing south, what direction is to your right?
West.
Name an Australian animal that cannot walk backwards.
Kangaroo.
What shape commemorates celebrities on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Star.
Spell celebrity.
CLEBRITY.
Stop the clock. Question mark on
That's tough.
what Nate said at the end there.
Yeah, it seemed like
Can we get Millsy to get that last one, please,
Too
Alicia?
many teeth in the mouth. you know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't quite work that out.
No.
I'm just sending that up. I'm sending it up. No try. Just have a look
I'm
at the
sure I
grounding
buggered
for
it.
me.
Seemed too wordy.
So I don't know if you did. I think you started at the wrong point, but
Oh, okay.
I
Could've
think he
been
was
that.
saying. We'll
Yeah,
get
like,
to it. Later. Get to it.
anyway,
later.
yeah.
All right, let's bring in the game. This is a nice one.
Matty Rowe.
You could call for 1,000 rain. to win. Cash, pride, and other things. When I lose, the prize pool goes so limp. The Joker and the King.
Beautiful. Currently in Naples, Italy.
Joker and the King.
Gosh, she's good.
Lovely, just lovely.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! It will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
All right. See how Susie went.
30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. What natural wonder of the world is found in Australia?
Great Barrier Reef.
If you're facing south, what direction is to your right?
West.
Name an Australian animal that cannot walk backwards.
Emu.
What shape commemorates celebrities on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
A circle.
Spell celebrity.
CELEBRITY.
Stop clock.
All right. Okay.
All right. How much did Nate have? What did Suse have left on the clock there?
4 seconds.
4 seconds.
5 seconds, sorry, for Suze.
And what did Nate have?
4 seconds.
He had 4 seconds as well.
4 seconds for Nate, 5 seconds for Susie.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
I got it the wrong
gotcha.
way around.
So Suze wins on time.
Suze
Yes.
ahead on time. It's double Tuco
Oh,
territory.
really?
Tape!
What natural wonder of the world is found in Australia? Suze, the Great Barrier Reef. Nate, Uluru.
Great Barrier Reef.
It's the reef, mate. 1-0 to Suze. If you're facing south, what direction is to your right? You both said west, and that is correct. I was very impressed with that, by the way.
That's a tough one under
I
pressure.
wouldn't have been able to work that. Was that a guess, Nate, or did you know that?
No, I got that one.
You got that one.
It was clear on that. That was the one I was most confident with, sadly. I should have known Great Barrier Reef.
2-1. Well, an Australian animal that cannot walk backwards. One of you said the kangaroo, and the other one said the emu. And they are the two animals that can't walk backwards. So you're both correct.
I didn't know kangaroos can't either. Eh?
That's why the...
Well, that guy punches at that time, though, and it goes back.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but maybe it was propelled backwards from the...
Yeah, that's a technicality.
Force. But that's why I think they're on the coat of arms.
Oh,
They're the
yeah,
two-
right.
Yes.
The kangaroo and the what?
Emu.
And the emu. So what's the score here? It's 3-2 to Suze. What shape commemorates celebrities on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? You said the star. Sue said the circle. Star, of course, is correct. So it's level at 3-3.
Oh, no.
And spell celebrity. Well, I'm just going to say that you got it as well, mate. CELEBRITY.
Doesn't matter, though, because of time.
Sue's got that correct.
So you've lost
as well.
on time
so
again.
It's a 4-all draw, mate, and 1 second separates you from Suze, but that's all it takes.
The Barrier Reef.
And getting beaten by a recording this time, too. That's tough.
It's not even a real person.
It's all right. I'm sure there's some good stuff in the cave for you, Nate.
Thanks for the fun.
You sound devastated.
All right.
He's shattered, Luttsy. Like, pick him up.
Yeah, I got you.
Put a smile on his face.
Family pass to Kingston Park Raceway these holidays. Kingston Park. You can also buy any 3 cart rides and get 1 extra race free. Race at kingstonpark.com.au. A family pass to see Spooky Putt Putt at Victoria Park. That looked amazing. Mitchie's down there this morning. Has he got kids?
You got a family, Nate?
I've got a 6-month-old, but we can strap him to it.
Yeah, he'd love Kingston Park.
Oh, put him on the back of the go-kart.
Put a couple of GoPros on him.
He'll love that.
That's awesome. And, well, it's not much for 6 months old, but I'll give you $100 flowers for everyone.com.au voucher so you can get your partner or whatever. Something as well. So there you go, buddy. Enjoy.
Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Good on you, Nate.
Cheers, Nate.
We're back tomorrow. A lot going on. We'll chat to Nick, who's down in Melbourne ahead of the AFL Grand Final. We're also announcing, I've been saying this all week, Oasis, your ultimate weekend escape on the Brisbane River. We have teamed up with those legends, and we're bringing something lot of fun, a lot of lux to your lives.
What time are you announcing that? I want to know. I don't even know.
No, I don't even know either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've got to talk to the
I know,
suits
but
above.
I'm not going to say.
Well, Ash is the keeper of that information. But tomorrow on the show, be listening for that, and Mel Tresina takes over next.
Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill's End of Show Recap.
Oh, I had the most embarrassing thing happen to me just down there in the car park. You've got to drive down this little alleyway to get into the car park here, and then I have to hop out of the car and walk over to the,
swipey thing.
To the swipey thing. Car comes down the driveway, and I went, oh, it's Luttsy. And I just went, like...
So he's like doing a dance.
Yeah, doing a bit of a dance towards Luttsy, and then I realised, oh, that ain't Luttsy. Oh, it's a little lady in a little Audi hatchback. I had to walk past her car to get to the lift. And Loggy Neil, we've got him.
Pretty hectic. Did Katy Perry really knock you off the MCG today? Come on, priorities.
Yeah, I think we're training at Punt Road, like at Richmond facility. So, Katie must have taken priority. So that's fair enough, though. It's fair enough.
No, it's kind of not.
I don't think it is fair enough.
I think you guys are actually the stars of the show. It'd be like racing the horses down a road at Melbourne Cup Day because of the national anthem.
Because Lutsy's in the birdcage.
I'm just looking. I can see James in the background. Your boy, he's on the putting green, and I can't tell if he's lining up a putt or if he's just staring dead scared into the eyes of that clown.
There'd be a little bit of that. Because the idiot is always... He's asking me to watch the movie It.
I watched that on athletics camp. That was so embarrassing.
Don't do that.
And I was over...
What was embarrassing that you were on athletics camp calling yourself that?
So there was that, and then there was the fact I had nightmares.
Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill. The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.